Congress appears to be on the verge of making a deal on a coronavirus relief package. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says it's highly likely that senators will work through the weekend to come to an agreement.
So I'm encouraged that our Democratic colleagues have now embraced this framework that's been the right solution for our country all this time. And a bipartisan, bicameral agreement appears to be close at hand.
Close at hand. Our White House correspondent Karen Travers joins us now for more. Karen, well, what can you tell us about this deal? Will we see another round of checks sent directly to Americans in it, do you think?
Yeah, it's a $900 billion package, Terry, and they're still ironing out some of the details. But let's talk about what we know is included in this right now. $300 billion will go to a loan program for small businesses. That is a very big deal and something that both sides were pushing for. There will also be $300 a week in federal unemployment benefits, that insurance that was set to run out at the end of the year. You asked about direct checks. Americans will be getting a direct payment. $600 checks will be going out, similar to what we saw in the spring. But Terry, that is half the amount that went out in that first package. $1,200, now down to $600, but it's something.
It is something, and it's been a long time coming. Congress hasn't been able to pass, a significant relief package since March. What took so long, Karen? What do you think? Why do you think it's happening?
They've been negotiating this, but the negotiations just didn't go anywhere. And of course, once you hit September and October, the presidential election was looming very large. But there were a lot of lines drawn in the sand, fierce lines drawn in the sand, where Democrats were pushing for aid to state and local governments, and Republicans were pushing for liability protections for any COVID-19 related issues for businesses. As of right now, it looks like both of those things will be dropped. Both sides say they're very disappointed in that, but they had to reach some type of an agreement. Terry, you've been around Washington a long time. You know, Congress loves a good deadline, and this is a big one. It's not just end of year, but there are a lot of economic benefits that are set to expire. Many millions of Americans will be hurting if Congress doesn't extend this, and they know that they have to do something, but of course, they always take until the last minute to get something done.
They do. It's kind of like daily journalism. The deadline is the greatest muse. So if this bill passes in the next few days, when do you think Americans could see these benefits? Is there any chance there'll be a check in the mail before Christmas?
Unlikely. It is almost zero chance of Congress being able to get this done, especially if they're talking about working through the weekend and the government being able to turn that around so quickly. So we're still talking about a couple weeks away. The message right now we're hearing from lawmakers is help is on the way, but it's not going to be coming quickly. That's a really tough message for Americans to be hearing right now. So many people are really hurting.
For sure. There is a vaccine now, though, and there's news on that front. President-elect Biden, as we said, and Vice President Pence are both expected to get the vaccine soon. What about President Trump? He's had COVID. What's his vaccine schedule?
He's not scheduled to get it at this point, Terry. Vice President Pence will be doing this in a made-for-television moment on Friday morning. The White House says they want to do this to help boost Americans' confidence in the vaccine and show people it's safe to do it. But former Vice President Joe Biden, the president-elect, will be doing the same thing next week. He says he will take it publicly. It could be coming as early as next week. So why isn't the president scheduled to get it? We've been asking that question for a couple weeks now, once we knew this was happening very quickly. And the White House will say, well, the president had COVID-19 in October and he has antibody protections. Question, of course, is how long does that last? But there's a new element to this, Terry. The treatment that the president got, that very few people in this country received, what he got back in October at Walter Reed, the CDC guidelines on that say if you got that treatment, you should wait 90 days before getting a vaccine. The president's not yet out of that window.
So it's his treatment that helped him get through it that is stalling his vaccine a little bit. Karen Travers, thanks very much for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.